He was in prison for 17 years. Well, tonight, a mentally disabled Elkhart man is not only free, but exonerated. Andy Royer was convicted and sent to prison for strangling a 94-year-old woman. But on Monday, he was exonerated after a multi-year investigation uncovered numerous instances of police misconduct. WSBT 22's Max Lewis tells us how it all happened.
Andy Royer spent 17 years of his life behind bars for a murder he didn't commit. But with the help of a new exoneration clinic at the University of Notre Dame, he's finally a free man. It was the day after Thanksgiving in 2002 when 94-year-old Helen Saylor was found dead in this high-rise apartment building in Elkhart. The case went cold for about a year until Andy was interrogated by Elkhart detective Carl Conway. Andy was 28 at the time, but has the brain function of a 12-year-old.
Carl Conway interrogated Andy Royer over the course of 2 days without recording it and coerced him into a false confession. What he did over the course of those 2 days broke the will of an innocent child.
Andy was convicted of the murder along with another woman, Lana Kanan, at a joint trial in 2004. Kanan was exonerated in 2012 when a fingerprint found at the scene was found not to be hers. The lead prosecutor on the case was Vicki Becker, who is currently the Elkhart County Prosecutor.
Andy didn't have a chance because the state withheld exculpatory evidence, like paying a witness $2,000 after she testified in exchange for her testimony, or the detective taking the stand and withholding the fact that he fed Andy information after he coerced him into a false confession.
In March of last year, a judge granted Royer a new trial and released him from prison after 17 years. Becker appealed the judge's decision and lost when the State Court of Appeals found that she and the police department violated Royer's constitutional rights. They found that Detective Conway perjured himself, and 6 days after the ruling, he was put on administrative leave but remains employed with the department.
Where is the apology to Andy and his parents? Where is the Elkhart prosecutor coming out and publicly saying that she is sorry for what Andy and his family had to go through? I haven't heard that. I haven't seen that. And I'm not expecting that to happen. But of course it should.
Becker eventually declined to pursue a new trial and filed a motion to dismiss the charges, which was granted on Monday, bringing an end to a nearly 2-decade-long nightmare for Andy Royer and his family.
I had a lot of stress on me, and I'm a whole different person now.
Royer's attorneys wouldn't say whether or not they would be suing over his wrongful conviction, but Indiana law does allow $50,000 for every year of wrongful imprisonment. Attorney Jimmy Garule says the people of Elkhart should question their confidence in the justice system there. We reached out to the prosecutor's office for comment, but never heard back. Max Lewis, WSBT 22 News.
Well, right